So we continue in rotation number one. It's Emily Green, who is just a stud for the Wildcats as a freshman, on the vault next.
Vaulting the Yurchenko layout full. Wow, that's one of the best vaults I've seen from a Kentucky gymnast in years. This is one of those dream vaults that every gymnast hopes that they can compete under pressure like this, and you can feel it on the block. As soon as those hands hit the vaulting table right there, it feels secure. You get a quick, solid block out of your shoulders, and that gives you the height, and the rest is smooth sailing.
And a career best 9.9 for Lindsay Puckett. Back to the sophomore Emily Green last year, 9.7 as a freshman.
Off a great vault score of a 9.9, which is always a confidence booster. Rise, half turn into a release element, a Jaeger. Athletes are required to do at least 2 release elements. Jaeger was one of them. The straddle back is the second one. Dismount is very much the same as we've seen from many athletes tonight. The double layout, a little bit of a leg separation in the air. This was an aggressive routine and a hit which Kentucky needed right now. See the aggressive speed that she's getting into this dismount. That helps create the rotation, something that is needed when you're doing 2 rotations in this body position.
A good score for Emily Green, 9.675, but much like...
Good start, but I think we'll see these scores come up later in the season.
Back on the beam, Emily Green, a sophomore, career high, 9.825 last year as a freshman.
So Kentucky has had 1 fall on this event so far, and they are counting 1 weak score because of wobbles. Remember, they can drop 1 score. Tumbling pass, back handspring layout, back handspring swing down. A unique combination of skills. That's a tumbling sequence that we don't often see in collegiate gymnastics. Switch leap to a gainer layout in combination. Gaining some bonus points there. And of course, leaps and jumps are important on beam. One of the requirements is a dance connection with at least 2 elements that are either leaps, turns, or jumps, and they have to have a large leap of 180-degree split. We saw that in the switch split and in the split jump. So far, a strong routine, just the dismount, a 1.5 twist, tiny hop on the landing. Great routine.
Emily Green continues to be very solid for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Here's a look at that interesting tumble series. 3 elements, back handspring layout, back handspring swing down. It's that final element that makes it a little bit different. Many of the other athletes do a second layout or a back handspring to their feet.
A 9.725.
We should see a new look from Kentucky in their choreography. Mo Mitchell feels that this will be their strength, and certainly a crowd pleaser.
Well, we'll see how Emily Green finishes up. As you said before, she's been hot tonight.
Not only has she done a great job for her team, but she's in the running for the all-around title tonight. She's had 3 solid events, including that 9.9 on vault.
Is a career high of 9.85 on the floor.
Even with a strong double pike. Using an interesting contrasting combination of music, folk music, little crowd-pleasing hip-hop music.
Your favorite as well, Lori. It's still a lot harder for an athlete like Green to be good at all 4. Of course, you see it a lot in gymnastics, but it's quite a trait for her to do that.
Both collegiately and at the international level, we're seeing more and more athletes specialize on events. So it's nice to see an athlete who is still strong on all 4. Finishing with a combination of 2 elements, a 1.5 to a front layout. Another great routine for Emily Green. Excellent night. And of course, the crowd enjoyed it. They're showing their appreciation. It's Excite Night here. There's a lot of people on hand to watch. That certainly helps the athlete. It helps pump up their adrenaline, and that's important on this event, to have that little extra motivation.
What a night for Emily Green, floor score.